The Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. Hey, laddie, lassie, wee lassie. That's terrible. Let's read the words of the developer. Aye, lassie. The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria follows the dwarfs as they embark on a new adventure to reclaim their legendary home of Moria. Beneath the misty mountains high back, players will join forces to survive, craft, build and explore the iconic sprawling mines. Courageous expeditioners will need to be vigilant as mysterious dangers await. Yes, guys, this is the Return to Moria. It's co-op and single player. I've played it both. You can play with 7 other dwarfs. 7 other dwarfs? The 7 dwarfs? Sleepy, grumpy, happy, prick, arse. You don't know them, do you? But they're the 7 dwarfs. You can. I played this with 2 dwarfs and solo. So what's that like? Well, you fall down a big hole as a dwarf because you can't get through the door into the mine. So this shit happens. Purple shit happens. You fall into the mine through a hole, and then you are lost, and you find a bird, and the bird goes quaw quaw.
Evil curses. Evil. Highway blocked.
And he says, go that way and I'll go this way. You're looking for something in there, but most of the time you just find references to Lord of the Rings. The game loop is this, guys. You go into this mine, you go deeper and deeper into this mine, and you find a place that is suspiciously like a camp. It's like the game says, hey, look at this place. Wouldn't it make a good camp, guys? You could just repair that, and that, and then, hey, presto, you have a camp. Would you like it? If you would, go and mine some iron and some coal and some stone and pick up some twigs, and you too can make this camp viable again. Put up a brick wall, put up a little doorway, because the goblins come at night time. Yes, at night time the goblins are coming. At night time the goblins are coming. Ring the alarm bells, the goblins is coming. The goblins is coming at night time, guys. And to fight the goblins, guys, you just press one button. Sorry, there's 2. One's block and one's attack. But the goblins are so fucking stupid that they can't even walk through a fucking doorway. So you'll not have much trouble dispatching them. And if you fire bow and arrows at them, they just stand there. Guys, the combat in this is rancid. It's rancid. You gotta go rancid. Not rancid. Rancid's not bad enough, it's rancid. That's how bad the combat is in this. It's also bugged. I got killed in a siege because I didn't have any weapons, and they came charging into the base because I didn't have a wall or a door in it, and they killed me, and I had to take the dog out for a walk, so I just ended the game after I died. And then when I came back to respawn, because you just respawn, the game wouldn't allow me to ever sleep again because it says your base is under siege, even though there was no siege there. So I had to start the whole actual game again. So that pissed me off. Not only did I spend 31 quid in a whole morning building all this shit up and exploring and stuff, but I had to start the whole fucking thing again. The main Cass played. Cass is the queen of survival games. She absolutely adores games like this where you have to survive, build bases and explore. I do as well. I mean, this is kind of our bread and butter, really. She refunded hers after an hour and 20 minutes, saying that it's the worst game she's played for a long, long time. So that was that. I was back on my fucking Todd again, running around like a fucking dwarf, mining and grinding and mining. I can't know how to get it. You mine a lot of shit. You smelt the shit. You build more shit. You build statues up. You find these statues. You build the statues up, and you'll get recipes, which is logical. I mean, normally speaking, you build a statue and you get a recipe. That's just the way the world works. And so you mine more and you build the armor of the recipe, and then you get the shield, and you get a sword, and then you get better stuff. The further you go in, the more rewards you get, and then you kind of find another place that says, oh, this would be a nice base, wouldn't it? Oh, look, there's all that there. There's a hearth there that you could just rebuild. Oh, look, there's a furnace there that you could just rebuild. Oh, look, it's in a nice little place. You could easily set up another base here. Yeah, but I've already got a base. Yeah, but you have to come further into the mines now and set up this base. Oh, so this is the loop. So the loop is you just keep going further and further and further and further in with shitty combat that happens at night time, and just rebuild bases up. Just rebuild bases that's already kind of set up for you. You can build your own base anyway you want, but why would you? Why would you? You just want to just rebuild this one. Unfortunately, the developers at some point probably, I can't quite put my finger on it, but what comes to mind is couldn't be fucking asked to do it properly. Because what I found is when I was setting up some of these bases is that you can't actually fucking put the walls and the doors and the pallets on if it's off alignment with how the actual earth, the world is. So let's, for example, say that the building that you are reconstructing is at a slight angle to the actual way the map is running. When you place something, it's all out of alignment, and you cannot ever align it up. So you just can't build your base there unless you destroy it completely and rebuild it from scratch. It's just so half-assed. The combat's half-assed, the building's half-assed, the story's half-assed, to be honest. It's just a bad game. It's clunky as when you're in the combat. The AI is terrible. But you know what? One of the worst things about it is everything just feels set up. It just feels so restricting, this game. You can't, as a dwarf, a mining dwarf, you can't mine wherever you want. Not like, in so many other games like Deep Rock Galactic, where you can just mine anywhere. In this, you can't. You have to look for these totally stupid looking, out of place walls. And when you see that, oh, I can burrow and tunnel through that. But none of the others you can. It's just so restrictive, and I'm used to games that for years now, for decades now, games where you just have freedom. You have no freedom in this, like nothing. It's just, it's kind of like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's just like that. Guys, there's no other word to say it, but
it's a console game, it's a console game. We've got to upgrade in a console game. It's a console game, a console game. We've got to upgrade in a console game. Upgrade your health, yes please. Upgrade your sprint, yes please. Upgrade your armor, yes please. Hey, you've got an achievement.
I believe it is. I believe this is designed specifically for consoles. It's only out on the PC at the minute, but it is coming to the consoles. And it just feels like it's designed for a controller, and it's A to B to B to C to C. God, honestly, do you know what? It's £31. For fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake. What are you doing? What are you doing? 31? How? 7 fat fucking dwarfs running around a fucking place with shit fucking combat, building shit bases on shit places, and if you try to do it yourself, it's all out of fucking alignment with shitty combat, shitty exploration. It's just shit. It's just shit. Do you know what? I cooked a fucking meal. I couldn't even take the fucking wills. No, you'll have it on this fucking table. You'll have it on this fucking table, or not at all, young man. Young dwarf, sorry. You can't just pick up the fucking bowl and take it with you and say, I'll have that. I'll have this in there in, 20 minutes when I'm starting to feel fucking hungry. No, you'll not. You'll eat it now, and then you'll just have to take some little tiny fucking berries with you. God. Do you know where the bar is, guys, for these kind of games? I'll tell you where the bar is. It's at Valheim. And do you know how high that bar is compared to this? Empire State Building to a fucking bungalow. I don't even feel I've played this long enough to score it, but I have heard that if you play it for 101 hours, it gets fucking great. So I'm just gonna thumb it down.